Okay, ladies, you see this person right here? Yeah, don't let the smooth taste fool you. He's been getting on my nerves all evening.
I don't know what she's talking about. Not a clue.
Liar.
I think she's thinking of somebody else and just taking it out on me. Playing the guy from the halfway.
Really? Wow. Okay. You know what?
Messed up, but stuff I got to deal with up here. The work conditions are crazy.
Wow. So is it that terrible to work with me?
She's gonna like try to burn my feet when you guys can't see it. She's very mean to me.
It's a gift. You know what? I have been told that I am mean. I don't see it. I keep it real.
Real mean, huh? That's messed up.
I'm just keeping it real. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I keep it real. Don't hate.
Oh, I ain't hating. I just don't want to be on the end of your attacks. It's more about love where I'm from, about spreading love and showing love.
Mm-hmm.
All that other stuff, that's no bueno. That's considered fetishes in certain parts of the country, like California, and you have to pay for stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
You couldn't afford me.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a budding on-air personality that's coming up in the ranks. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm light-skinned. I just take a loan from Drake. That's right. All light-skinned people have each other's phone number, cell phone number. And the more higher-ranking people are on speed dial. I'll be like, look, I need a loan, homie.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, what you need to buy? I'd be like, Miss Cooper. Done.
Okay. Luke is cool. I got you. Goodness. Yeah, don't mind us, y'all. This is what me and him do.
All the time.
And this is what we're doing. This is how we relate to each other. The banter, the back and forth.
How she works with me, I don't really know. But somehow or another, we got our own show together. I think because I'm light skinned, they needed somebody light skinned to be on the show. I'm guessing.
Wow. You just gonna be working this light skin thing to the T, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Because we're popping up everywhere now, all over TV and all on the internet, as you can see. It's my turn now.
You run with it, homie. Okay. Oh goodness. I guess they are making a comeback, huh?
You never left.
I'll give you that because I like to say, everyone says, "Oh, you don't show no light-skinned guys love." Yes, I do. I got kids with one. If that ain't love, I helped reproduce.
Thank you for supporting the cause. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that.
Yeah. So I help the cause.
I can dig it. We appreciate that greatly.
Yeah, okay. See, you can't say I don't show my support.
Working on creating the next little Will Smith. I appreciate that. Go ahead and do your thing.
I don't know. We didn't do all that now. What we created, I don't know what we did on that one, but that's a different topic for a different story.
All right, so you and him need to sit down. That'll be another show. We can bring him on the show, and we can talk about what y'all created here.
Now, he's all for helping out with the cause when it's just the radio. But see, this is you can actually see. Yeah, I don't think he's down for that. Unless he can wear a paper bag or something or a mask. I don't think he's down for that.
He should just come on through. I got warrants and I'm on camera right now. I'm living on the edge right now, you know.
You got warrants for real?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, don't
But
make
there was
me.
a video I saw not too long ago, and they were on camera wilding. Had drugs and money and liquor and guns. And the people, I mean, it was dope dealers. It was D-boys. But they had warrants and stuff. And they had a video, and I believe it was on YouTube. They out here got the guns, and they busting guns, and they got coke on the table. And eventually the cops found them and arrested them and took them back to jail. So what's funny to me is that they're being carried off, and they be like, man, cats is snitching out here. Yeah.
You told on yourself.
Y'all snitching.
Or, you know what? They did that to a guy who owed, like, all this money and back child support. He actually took a picture of, like, all this money and stuff when he was at, like, one of the parties. And they found him, arrested him, because he had a warrant for back child support. And it's like, okay, you got all this money right here. Why ain't you paying your child support? Like, really? Seriously?
What did you learn? Ooh.
They are.
But you know, you got lots of people out here balling, and I don't think many people understand the definition of balling. Balling is truly a misrepresentation of your funds, of your financial earnings, if you will. So people think you got a lot of money, and you like Diddy, you throwing money at people, and you buying a bar. That's not balling. See, balling is what cats do in the strip club. They got their rent in their hand. And they throwing random strippers, they buying drinks, and they look like, oh my God, dude throwing stacks. He got racks on racks on racks. What you don't know is when he go home, he gonna have his hands and his face like this.
Like, what did I do?
Because he just put some stripper closer to
her education or feeding
right.
her babies or her house payment.
Mm-hmm.
And he's about to be evicted.
Right. Look fly in the club, you know, got the new J's on and got them True Religion jeans and got the big Gucci belt you can see and all that other stuff. So he looks the part, making it rain, you know. When he goes home, though, that's when you can see, that's when he's just like, and if he left with his girl, oh, that's when he do the Macaulay Culkin, the Home Alone face. Because she going to tear that behind up.
Oh, no. She ain't going to tear it up. She going to put him out.
You would think. But there's a whole lot of chicks out here that love taking care of dudes. You know, so.
That has to be that either better be my husband. Because if that's just the boyfriend or possible fiance, I'm sorry. Love don't live here right now. You need to go.
Love get evicted. That's what's really going to happen, you know.
But I can't put out. Well, I can put out my husband, but I can't put him out in good faith. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, because once you put him out, then he's like, well, time to go back to the strip club since he can't go back home.
You better go to a casino and win some hot money, or take $1 somewhere and go get it flipped a couple million times. Something.
See, but that ain't gonna help the problem. If I can flip $1 a couple of million times, and I'm one of these dudes, I'm just gonna end up back at the strip club again. I'm like, baby, look, I got that touch. Yeah, you got to find out the balance here. What's what?
That's terrible.
It is, because you don't really. I'm wondering, do women trick off in the strip club like that too? Like I had a friend of mine. He was
at the male strip club.
Yeah. Like,
of course they do.
I mean, I've heard stories. I had a friend that he used to do that. He said, you know, he made some good money. Like we used to go out and he could buy a bunch of drinks, but he told me that women also get wilder with them than we do in strip clubs with the female dancers.
Yeah, because think about it.
Y'all like touch and all type of craziness, and you know. You look at a chick wrong in certain clubs, they're like, you're going to go. Big muscled out dude named Snooki, like, you're going to go.
Yeah, well, think about it. Women in a strip club, if a guy gets all over them and stuff, they're defenseless in a way. Men, on the other hand, are the stronger. He can handle himself in the strip club. He can knock a female out.
Yeah, but he ain't got no clothes on.
So?
Dang, swinging in the breeze. Like,
some of those videos that I was seeing from some of the clubs up where you live at, please. Those were some bodybuilding guys, and he practically, like, picked up a 300-pound woman and bounced her like a basketball.
I bet you she'd have grabbed his sack. He'd have lost all of his strength. It'd have been like Samson getting his hair cut. His waist around there.
Oh, yeah, I know. But, yeah, I'm going to let go with that one because I remember that video. She wasn't trying to grab it. Not the way you're talking.
See?
I'm just saying.
I ain't even see the video, and I know because it's just a way to immobilize a dude.
No, I'm just saying it's.
Oh, you can have like a 4'11" girl. Just grab the right area. It's like, okay, I'll do whatever you want to do. Big 350-pound, muscled out linebacker looking dude, 4'11". Put the vice on him. Called claw.
That's some lust right there.
It is. There's no love there at all. She used that lust to get her way and get what she wants, and unfortunately, it would work. Shout out to all the strippers out there because y'all do something that not many people could do. So, shout out to y'all for that. Like, I'm not co-signing it, but God bless you.
You ever been in love? Since we're itching toward that subject, kind of.
Love, yes. Yeah, love is strong. It's a deep thing. I've had my fair share of like actual love. Not a whole lot, but I have. What about you, Miss Cooper? Have you ever been in love?
Mm-hmm. I could say yes, I have been. I can't say that the other person was.
And it's an interesting thing when one person truly is in love and the other person is not. That dynamic is it's tumultuous, to say the least.
It's almost, but it can also be devastating too because you kind of are like, well, but then this is also, well, what I'm getting at is it can be devastating because you don't quite understand what the love is. Some people think if you do certain things for a person, that shows love. No, not always. Or if you were expecting them to love you because you did certain things for them. No. And that's the misconception of that mindset. Like, I had that misconception. I would think, oh, well, if I do this or that, he'll love me back. Or he'll see, how much I love him. You can't trick somebody into loving you. You can't force them. You can't manipulate them. Because love is not a feeling, it is a choice. They can choose to love you or they can choose not to.
Absolutely. I think that we're taught the idea of love and we're taught incorrectly because we believe it's a feeling. How many times have you ever heard somebody say, I'm not in love with this person anymore? I don't feel the love. But why aren't you together with so-and-so? I'm not feeling the love. Or they come home and you're like, oh, you guys aren't having sex. What's going on? I'm not feeling the love.
Or you've heard that line, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I hate that line.
People have confused love and infatuation and lust and love and a number of things. But I think for the most part is we've been lied to. Because on a number of different levels, the truth about love has always been here. And it's not hidden like in a stone under like thousands of pounds of sand in a temple or something like that. I read something and it gave me a really complete, a really eye-opening view of love. And it was actually, of all places, it was in the Bible. It was 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And
7 through 8 or 4 through 8, depending.
wait, you got it. So love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But when there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. And basically, for the viewer, knowing that love is patient, how often do the person that you claim to love, or the person that you're with, or the person that you like, how often are you tried? And aside from that relationship, how often is your patience tried with your family? How often is your patience tried with your co-workers? Love is kind. Well, if you really love somebody, when's the last time you did something kind for them? It says it does not envy. It says it does not boast. It's not proud. Forecasting to the world how much you love somebody or what you do for somebody. That's not love. Love does things like that in quiet. It doesn't need anybody to know what it is, the good works that you do for another person. It said that it's not self-seeking. Although good love is reciprocating, that the love you appreciate is reciprocating, you do and would like in return. That's not necessarily love. Love does, with no ulterior motive of reciprocation or receiving in return. How many people can say that they truly love like that? It's a lot of divorces that go on. A lot of relationships have gotten turned upside down and people have gone their separate ways and they say, I'm not in love. But when you look at it from this perspective, how God explains love to us, and this is how he loves us, and this is pretty much eventually how he wants us to get the revelation to love one another. How many people can say they actually loved another human being? That list of women I thought, I loved, that list got significantly shorter. It went from being like a grocery store food shopping list to
like a to-do list, or like a, what you call it, one of those little post-it notes.
Yeah, it turned in from like a Santa Claus, what I want for Christmas list when I was 8, to like a post-it. Wasn't even using whole names on the post-it no more. It was just like first names, and still didn't need the whole paper.
You even disregarded the last names. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't need to trying to fill up space on that post-it. It was just like, not even gonna put the last names, because I can really count on one hand about this definition how many women have actually ever really loved, aside from like family. You know what I mean? Aside from like my mother and my grandmother and stuff like that. It's a very difficult thing to love. I made a decision, I realized, when I loved each and every one of these women. It wasn't what they did for me. It was the fact that I woke up one day and I was like, I'm going to love this girl. I'm going to be with her. I'm going to do for her. And if she doesn't give me what it is, oh well. I was enthralled by them, but at the same time, those are the loves. That's what hurts the most at the end of the day, when we don't feel like that love is being reciprocated. That's the love that makes you feel like the world is ending. That's what sends people into like emotional rehab. And I've been there before. That's where like some of the best R&B in the world has ever been made.
I will agree with you on that because it can send you into a tailspin, rehab, like you just pointed out. Oh, I gained 70 pounds from my little love escapade. I mean, it's one of them things where, you either handle it or you don't. Have you seen this book?
I have not.
It's called The Love Dare.
Okay.
And it is actually a 40-day journey in the lessons of love. Now, it's geared toward married couples, engaged couples, even dating couples. I have read this a couple of times, and I'm telling you, I learn something new every single time I read it. It's actually expanded out to where it has not just this version, it has a version for children. It also has a version where it's year long. And it has a devotional. It's up as a devotional. And then at the end of each chapter and each devotional, there's a dare.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like for the first one.
I could hear a bunch of the dudes as you were saying that going, man, I gotta read this. And then you said dare, and they were like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, it's an easy read. Read it. I'm just going to tell you.
You better read it. I'm going to read it.
Yeah. Yeah, you better read it.
See, look, there she go threatening me again. I'm restraining them.
Whatever. You'll do it and you'll like it.
You'll make the boss of me, woman.
Hey, I already told you. I'm not going to tell you again.
Like, nothing in bossing me around. Like, that must be an instinctual thing. Like, women see a man and be like, do this.
Hey, we got you here, so yes, we can. Top that.
Yeah, but you didn't get me here.
And I might not be your mother, but I'm somebody's mother. So, like I said, top that.
I think so.
Yeah, you do that.
All right, so tell me more about this book.
Okay. Like the first dare, it says, the first part of this dare is fairly simple. Although love is communicated in a number of ways, our words often reflect the condition of our hearts. For the next day, resolve to demonstrate patience and to say nothing negative to your spouse at all. If the temptation arises, choose not to say anything. It's better to hold your tongue than to say something you'll regret.
Oh, that's going to be something special for people all over the place, relationships everywhere, to have quiet households where people are just not saying nothing.
Well, they get harder. They get harder as you go through.
You know how difficult it's going to be for certain women not to curse out their man or say something that's not going to hurt his feelings because they feel some sort of way. Or even certain dudes. Oh, man, it's a lot of women that don't have a filter right now. So this is going to be an interesting dare.
Then that's when you do the age-old thing. If you have nothing nice to say nothing at all.
That don't work. This is the Nicki Minaj era. Didn't you hear that new song she got, man? If she had to follow this love dare, she wouldn't have made her last record. Mm-hmm. All she's doing is talking trash.
That's all she ever does. Let me see. Like the last one. Let me see. The last dare. I'm just going to skip ahead to it. This would be really hard, especially if it's a couple who is really on the outs.
Right.
This one Write out a renewal of your vows and place them in your home. Perhaps, if appropriate, you would make arrangements to formally renew your wedding vows before a minister and with family present, making it a living testament to the priceless value of marriage in God's eyes and the high honor of being one with your mate.
Interesting.
But between that, you see how it's really different between the first one and the last one. Because you have to literally go through a journey. And just to let you know, most people will read this and think, oh, okay, this will help with my marriage, or I'll understand what love is and stuff. Oh, yeah, you'll understand. But at the same time, you discover something else. And your whole objective will actually change as you're going through the book. Now, this book is actually based off of a movie. Have you seen the movie Fireproof?
I have not. I've heard of it. That's a movie with dude that used to be on Growing Pains, Kirk Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never. I mean, I say never. I haven't sat down to make the time and watch the movie.
It is an awesome, awesome movie because without giving the whole thing away, I'll just give you like the synopsis of it. No, I'm not going to tell you what. I'm not going to tell you, scene by scene what happens. But him and his wife are, in a troubled marriage. His father gives him the love dare to complete. Now, Lucas Cole, you can appreciate this with his character because at the beginning of this movie, he does not have a relationship with God at all.
Okay.
And when he finishes the book, you don't even realize he's finished the book. Because, it's going through with him, day by day, the dares.
Right.
And there's a scene in there where his wife discovers that he's been reading the book. And she asks him what day he's on. And he says day 40 something. She's like, that's only 40 days long. And he's like, yeah, but I kept going. And you realize, wow, look what he discovered during that time. He decided, why should I, stop when the book does? Let me keep going.
Right.
So I'm not going to say anything else, but I just had to point that out because, it does make a change in you when you realize what's happening. So you should seriously watch the movie. You'll like it.
I'll get to it most definitely, because I got a bunch of stuff in the queue that needs to be watched that I haven't made time for, and that seems like it'd be very. Not only is it positive, but it's transformational. I think a lot of different couples would, they'd benefit from watching this particular movie. I think a bunch of them need to not go watch something in the theater first, and they need to watch this first.
Mm-hmm.
Just from what you've explained, it seems like it would help prioritize some things, help people realize their priorities in their relationship. Are we going to go hang out, get drunk, and, kind of leave reality? Or, am I focused on who you are? Do I know who you are? Where are we in our relationship? What do I want to happen? What do I want to see? Can we do this? I've invested in this particular person so much, and this person's invested in me. How do we go to the next level with that? Sounds like very interesting. So does that mean, like, after a while, I should just be looking around because every woman that I see is going to have read this book or watched this movie, and just going to be looking to see if I fill in the blanks on this stuff?
No.
If this is like one of them Lifetime, one of them Wii movies.
No. It could have been, well, you know what? Lifetime probably has aired it a couple of times. But you know how Lifetime movies are. They're chick flick, a.k.a. smut. Because, they have those almost Skinamax type scenes.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Not at all. Like, I figured it was all chick flicky. Like, I thought it was that stuff where the lady gets married and then the husband is like choking her out and she can't tell nobody and he's beating her and then he kidnaps the kids and goes to another country and she's fighting to get her kids back kind of stuff. Like,
yeah, it does have that. It does have those type of movies. But it does have those seductress, sort of movies. They're just one step away from Skinamax, I promise you.
I had no idea. Wow.
You know what? I'm going to have you watch Lifetime one day.
I'm not doing it, but, it sounds good in theory.
No. I'm like so serious. Like,
nah, it's like porn. I can't,
No, not porn. But,
It's like Skinamax. Skinamax is porn. I don't care.
It is.
It might be soft porn, but that's porn. I remember that as a kid, like, flipping through the channels, late night, I'm supposed to be asleep. We had the box. Everybody had, whether you lived in the hood, you had the cable box with all the channels. Turn the TV down, because if your mother come in there and see you watching TV late night, getting a whooping. So, got the TV down low. For those of us that had the TV with the bright light, you go and take your covers, put the covers over the TV, and now you're sitting in front of the TV because you really thought you were smarter than your mother. Turned the TV down, flipping the channels, and then Skinamax come on. It was just like, oh, what's going on here? People are bucky, naked, and there wasn't no penetration or nothing, but that was porn. Because you go to school the next day like that, with the little Daryl look on your face.
Wow.
What happened to you? Skinamax. I seen titty. Like, it was just crazy. Like, but all of that stuff, that ain't really how it works. All that Skinamax stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to make you watch Lifetime one day.
Lifetime.
I am. I'm going to make you watch it. If you claim that I'm going to have to watch, if y'all, he thinks he's going to get me to like the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry. That ain't happening.
America's team.
No.
What are you, communist? You some sort of terrorist? You don't like America?
It's not happening.
Look.
How many times I got to tell you? It's not happening.
Well, maybe call the NSA on you. Say you're a terrorist.
You want to use my phone?
Let me say plotting against America. Now, I got my own phone.
You can use both phones. I got 2 phones in here. You can use both of them.
Somebody plotting against America.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like America's team. Don't like America's president. Better watch yourself. Barack will send a drone to your house.
Hey! I like the president. I don't like the Cowboys. I'm just saying.
Hey, it's America's team. You need to get with it. And they about to be on the rise too. You need to get with it.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, he's so convinced to get me to like the Cowboys that he's even said he's gonna buy a jersey specially made for me.
Yup. Because ain't nothing better than what's better than a Cowboys fan? A converted Cowboys fan. Get some.
No.
Cowboys all day.
No.
Before football season come around, you know what it is. You know where to find me. These colors don't run. No, and people come with that. Oh, yeah, I ain't been to the playoffs. So what? We probably got more rings than your championship team. Some of y'all talk about the Cowboys and how they don't win, but y'all ain't got one NFL championship.
Yeah, but the Cowboys had their decade. That's been over with for almost 20 years.
It's all right. Just like it's like the Phoenix. They're gonna rise again.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
It's okay. It's all right. When Dallas has a bad season again.
Think you're gonna be there to talk trash?
No. I'm not gonna talk trash. I won't say a word.
Mm-hmm.
I won't. Unless you provoke me.
Mm-hmm. Everybody. Yeah, whatever.
I don't talk noise about other teams unless I'm provoked. I'm not going to come, if they have a bad game, I'm not going to call you and be like, hey, Lucas, sorry about that team. They're just sorry. I'm not going to do that.
Well, see, that's because you don't like a football team in that division. Well, we know who the fans and the haters are, because anybody in the division of the team that you like and y'all lose, the text messages come out, the phone calls, putting stuff on people's wall on Facebook, on Twitter, like as if I didn't see the game. Like,
but I don't like football like that. That's why.
Thank the Lord, because all the trash you talk for everything else, that would just be one more set of things that I don't need to be hearing. I really be at work like, oh, I'll be in church. You like, oh, the Cowboys are losing. Praise the Lord.
Hey, I don't talk trash like that. I don't. I am not going to text you and tell you, oh, your boys are losing. Now, if I had bet you some money or you had provoked me, like I said, oh yeah, I'll be all up in your ear. I'll be sending you pictures of the score. I'll be doing all of that.
Shame of it all.
But I'm not that mean. Yeah, I am, but...
Yeah, you are. Don't. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
I'm not lying. I'm not.
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
It's okay. That's all right, y'all. But hey, y'all, I will be sending out an address so that y'all can send condolences to Lucas Cool when his team doesn't make the playoffs again. I mean, I'll do that for you.
See y'all in the Super Bowl next year. That's all I know. We making a way, man. We making a way.
I'm sorry. Not happening.
Romo comes back, we're going to do the thing. That's all I got to say.
So, I would say what? How you think? Should we wrap this up?
Absolutely. Because I can't take no more the possibility of you might start talking trash after you just told the audience you weren't going to talk no trash, but you subliminally be talking that trash. So we're going to end on a light note. We're going to end on a light note. The
Cowboy stuck. There we go.
Look. I don't understand all the big words you're using, so I'm going to take it as a sign of disrespect, all right? Watch your mouth.
Take it however you want, sweetie. I'm just saying.
Okay. There's going to be some furniture moving. I'm just saying. So.
Bring it.
We like to leave you. We like to leave you with something light. We like to leave you with something inspirational, something motivational, something good. We talk about a number of different things and, a lot of different topics to interact, to reach you, to make you think. But this is a segment where we try to give you something good. Miss Cooper, if you'd like to end us off with something good, something motivational, something spiritual, something, whatever you feel that they need to hear.
After what I just said, do I really have to say that? Because you know where my mindset is right now.
Yeah, and this is why I'm trying to shift the gear. See, like I'm gonna stir up the gift for you so that
goodness.
You on like this.
I'm good. I'll be good. I promise. I absolutely promise, Mr. Cool.
Promise she's gonna be good.
I will be good. I promise. Oh, okay. What should I lead off with? Basically, you have to have patience. Patience is a virtue. And since we were talking about love earlier, how, it's been misrepresented and stuff, one of the pillars of love is patience. So What I try to tell people is be slow to anger. Be patient in situations that you cannot control. Patience will actually reward you in the future and in the long run. But if you can't stop to think about that and to, work through it, you may never get what you're needing or wanting because you're not being patient enough to wait for it to happen or to come to you. So I leave you with the gift of patience because it is something that is a pillar, but you have to actually recognize it, work with it, and it will work for you.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I like that. That's definitely something to take with you. Wow. Well, patience definitely is a virtue. I don't know if I possess it or not, but I'm going to work on it. Try to get some in the off season. Now, me, I'm a little different. Although I agree wholeheartedly with Ms. Cooper. My approach is a little different. I'm going to speak to you about fear and how fear can do a multitude of different things. It can immobilize you. It can paralyze you. It can rob you of your dreams and your aspirations. But you don't have to be afraid. And fear comes in all shapes and sizes, all different walks of life. Starting new schools, new jobs, moving to different areas, asking somebody out that you've had your eye on for a while. All of these things can be scary. But I want you to keep in mind, God didn't give you a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, of love, and a sound mind. Fear will try to make you believe that what you can do, you cannot. God already says that you can and that you will. Fear tries to catch you and bring up the things that you didn't do right. But it's not really about doing everything right. It's not even a count of the things you've done wrong. Because we talked about love, and love doesn't count wrong. God loves you and he doesn't count your wrongs. And he knows that you can do this. And be encouraged. Just keep your eyes to the front. Don't worry about what fell off to the back or what fell off to the side. We just keep moving. And before you know it, you'll have what it is that you have your eyes set on. Mm-hmm. So be encouraged. And yeah, that's my thing.
Good job, Mr. Cool. I agree with that sentiment.
I do what I can do when I can do it.
I need you to do that for your Cowboys, though.
Oh, we're going to do it. Don't worry about that. We're going to do the thing. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. We going. I'm telling you. Don't worry about it. We're going to be all right.
Okay. We'll see.
So, thank you for joining us. I am Lucas Cool.
And I am Miss Cooper. And you have actually witnessed our debut show. All right. Y'all all have a great day.
Until we see each other again.
Bye-bye.